Hey guys, Luke Smith here, and today's video is kind of important if you live in the United States area or like North Carolina, because this video is about Hurricane Irene. Now, normally I wouldn't bother making a video about this, but most of the people I actually care about lives in New York and South Carolina, so yeah. Anyway, this video will give you a little bit of information about it if you didn't already know. This is a Sky News HD site. I'll copy and paste that into the video's description. Hopefully it will work with you, but probably won't, I'm not sure. Okay, Obama warns hurricane could be historic. US President Barack Obama is cutting short his holiday by a night to prepare for a Category 2 hurricane, Irene, barreling up to the US East Coast. Now, first time I heard of the hurricane, it was actually a Category 1. I've got no idea how these categories work, so yeah, we never had a hurricane in United Kingdom. We had a small little twister, but all that did was knock over a few bins from Birmingham, so that wasn't really much. It went away in half an hour kind of thing. There's a video for you to watch. I will not click on that due to copyright. He announced the decision after telling reporters he believes the hurricane could be extremely dangerous and costly. All indications point to being a historic hurricane. The president, in a hastily convened press conference at the farm where he'd been staying with his family off the Boston coast. He will leave his wife and daughters to complete their holiday, but he'll return himself to the White House. Advisors say he believes it is the prudent course of action. Looking earnest, the president urges residents of the eastern US to take precautions now ahead of the storm and obey any evacuation orders. Okay, now show you a little picture here. Now, technically I can't understand it, man. I know these are all like states, these all squares and that. If you look up here, the red is hurricane and the pink is hurricane. It's heading up this way a little bit. So yeah, it's heading up the east coast, in other words. I cannot stress this highly enough. If you're in the protected path of the hurricane, you have to take precautions now. Mr. Obama said, don't wait, don't delay. So in other words, do what he says, get the hell out of there. States of emergency have been declared in 7 states, and evacuation orders in number of coastal areas. New Jersey and North Carolina have announced mandatory evacuations, and New York has now followed suit. So they evacuated New Jersey and North Carolina so far, but New York hasn't been evacuated as of yet. I hate when this happens. Go away. Mayor Michael Bloomberg has ordered people living in low-lying areas of the city to evacuate on Saturday. So if you're in the low-lying areas of the city, then you need to evacuate Saturday. Okay, below this is the red here is the force winds, and the tropical storm force winds, which is the green. As you can see, it's like gone past Haiti, barely missed that, of course. Going up to South Carolina and North Carolina, Virginia, it's going to, and New York. Hopefully it will like fly past that, but this is red, so I'm guessing it might go straight through it, but hopefully it won't. This map shows where Hurricane Irene is hit already. So it's hit some areas. So yeah. Mr. Bloomberg told a press conference that the evacuation, estimated at more than 250,000 people, could begin at shelters open at 4 p.m. We have never done a mandatory evacuation before. We wouldn't be doing this if we didn't think this storm had the potential of being serious, he said. Mr. Bloomberg previously authorised the evacuation of hospitals and other at-risk parts of the city, like schools, hospitals, that kind of thing, creches, daycares there. Bridges has also been ordered to shut down if winds exceed the 60-mile-an-hour, and subways will start a system-wide shutdown at noon local time on Saturday. So if you're in like America or wherever, New York, don't take the subway on Saturday, or don't take any bridges. Winds topping 100 miles an hour has already brought chaos to the Caribbean, because it started in the Caribbean islands. US authorities are worried about high winds, but also heavy rainfall bringing flash floods. Okay, you can click on that if you want, I'm not going to bother. From the coastlines to the Cape Cod, 55 million people are in the storm's potential path in one of the most densely populated parts of the United States. Barack Obama's holiday, it has been plagued by the news stories distracting him from day one. Turmoil on rails markets, an earthquake, a humongous revolution, and now a hurricane have guaranteed constant distractions for the president as he tries to recover from the summer's draining politics battles in Washington. With Irene heading straight for some of America's biggest cities, built-up cities, he is not expecting a quiet weekend. No, he's not. You got some pictures here which I can show. It's like people boarding up their house and that kind of thing, which I advise you to as well. This is a globe. This is where the hurricane is. This is up close up of the area. It's basically where it is. So it's like channeling itself up, it looks like. I'm not sure, but yeah, you can look for it. I'll put the link in the description. Like, copy and paste. Copy. Okay. I'll put the link in the description, and I'll see you next time if you've got any. I will keep this updated. Like, if I get updates on it, I will let you know. But again, I wouldn't normally do something like this, like if it doesn't concern me. But some of the people, including I think, is in there, and I don't want anything to happen to her. So yeah, this is a little short video on that. I'll keep you updated and posted. So see you guys.